Good evening, College Park. This is your host, Bruno, with today's breaking news. Well, it is with great sorrow that I am reporting our last SDP news segment. I am sure we'll be meeting in the near future once again. Today's topic of debate includes two ways that sport, as a product, has brought together people across different boundaries and united them, while also going over one way that it has potentially divided racial groups and or minorities in our society. Lastly, we'll be going over one suggestion or question on how to overcome this. One-way sport as a product itself that has united people across different boundaries, specifically an ethnic minority in the sporting world, is with an initiative by Nike called the Nike Pro Hijab Garment. Nike's hijab garment, which was first endorsed by Ibtaj Muhammad, Nike's first female Muslim athlete from New Jersey, has allowed Muslim women to at least compete comfortably and confidently enough while still adhering to their religious beliefs. Moreover, this garment has helped break down barriers that are preventing Muslim women participating in sports by allowing them to compete with other female athletes in the sporting arena. Moreover, Nike's hijab garment has better brought awareness of Muslim culture by creating a product that is specifically designed for Muslim women. This in itself is a huge step in empowering Muslim women across the sporting world. Now, we'll be sending it off to our reporter Soroush to see if we can find any pedestrians and see what their ideas are on these beliefs. Thank you. Yeah, so thank you, Bruno. I'm actually here in the School of Public Health here with Chief Analyst Patrick, and I'll be asking him today what he thinks about RISE, a nonprofit organization.
Thank you, Soroush. RISE is a nonprofit that has been founded by the Dolphins football team owner, Stephen Ross. It was founded in 2015, and their mission statement is to harness the unifying power of sports to improve race relations and drive social progress. So the RISE leadership team believes that athletes who participate in all realms have the ability to use their voice and use their platform to initiate and invoke change when it comes to issues like social disruptions, economic disruptions as well. And they have the ability to combat racism in both the field and off the field in certain communities. Through their vision, RISE encourages players, despite whatever their age, race, sexual orientation, gender identity, or beliefs are religiously, to go forward and be that forward progressive change. And in order to do that, they have to step up and use their platform and their voice.
Thank you. So there you have it. Now we'll be shifting over to Sarah and seeing what she says.
Thank you for that. Now we can look at how sport, physical culture, recreation, and physical education programming has divided people and reproduced inequalities. We see inequalities in youth, race, and gender, and see division among nations. Focusing in on youth sports, we can see multiple barriers. There are many inequalities that come from different socioeconomic statuses, and one, according to an article on disparities in youth sports and barriers to participation by Panya 2001, is how there is less access to athletic trainers for schools located in areas of lower socioeconomic status. The presence of an athletic trainer is relevant to diagnosing concussions, which is an entity where there are disparities that still exist for young athletes. White high school athletes had more concussion knowledge than African American athletes because of this, which leads to more injuries, improper care, or delayed care. This ultimately shows the inequalities that come from sports due to socioeconomic status and the lack of access to necessary medical resources. The article by The Guardian 2014 mentions how the sports minister is calling for leveling of the playing field between impoverished Black schools and wealthy, formerly white-only schools. He says, until each and every school gets a trainer that focuses on sports development, we will not be able to make the progress that we want. We need to be able to provide the same opportunities and resources for all schools and communities. If this is not possible, then there will continue to be inequalities reproduced by sport, physical culture, recreation, and physical education programming. Now to Olivia to hear more.
One suggestion I would have for how to continue to make progress toward overcoming the inequality is to focus on ensuring that sport governing bodies, supporters, and personnel, all the way down to coaches, are on board and understand the requirement for equal opportunity and fairness in sport. This requires a commitment to ongoing education and firm resolve to reform. A good example of the type of commitment that makes a difference is Nike's dedication to creating equipment like the hijab that meets the needs of athletes of all races, religions, and ethnic groups. For many hijab athletes, the Nike Pro hijab is so much more than a performance garment. It inspires me to reach greater heights and to run further distances, says one athlete who recently completed the New York Marathon in the Nike Pro hijab. And I believe it's going to inspire girls worldwide to follow their passion for sport.
Thank you, College Park. This is all we had time for tonight. Again, it has been a great pleasure serving you and bringing you news about the topics that matter most in our society. To the near future. See you soon.